Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brent from Team Draw Better, and today we're doing everyone's favorite deck, Floowandereeze. Now, before I get into it, just don't forget to leave a like and comment if you enjoyed this video. And without further ado, we're just going to jump straight into it. So, first off, we're playing three of the best normal summon in the deck, Robina. Robina is your basic starter for the deck. You know, normal summon Robina, and when it's normal summon, you can add a level 4 or lower winged beast from your deck to your hand. And the one you're usually going to be adding is Floowandereeze and Eaglin. And when Robina resolves, you get an additional normal summon, so you're probably going to normal summon Eaglin. And when Eaglin's normal summon, you get to add a level 7 or higher winged beast from your deck to your hand, and you get another normal summon. So after that, we're playing one Toucan. Toucan's great for bringing back all of your banished Floowandereeze cards when this card is normal summoned. And then we're also playing one Stree. Stree is good for banishing cards from the grave. Say you have one of your M-Pens that gets sent to the graveyard. You can banish it with Stree and then grab it back with Toucan. Or you can just banish any card in your opponent's graveyard. After that, we're playing two M-Pen, Best Bird. When it's tribute summoned, you can add a Floowandereeze spell or trap from your deck to your hand, and while this is tribute summoned in the monster zone, your opponent can't activate the effects of special summon monsters unless they're in defense position. So, nice little floodgate bird that your opponent has to deal with. We're then going to be playing one Apex Avian, just a nice negate for the deck. Then we're playing one Rise of the Mega Monarch. It's good for spinning stuff, and it can also help fix your hand a little bit. And then this card was not on the ban list, so you know we're playing it. 3 Shifter. This deck is the best Shifter deck, hands down. This card alone can help you win games because your opponent can't deal with it unless they have, say, Called by the Grave or DD Crow. So, yeah. Speaking of DD Crow, we play one copy of DD Crow because you can actually search this off Robina because it is, in fact, a level 4 or lower winged beast. So, searchable hand trap. And then to top off the monsters, we're playing 3 Ash. You know, just to stop your opponent from searching their deck or anything like that. So, with that out of the way, we're going to move on to the spell cards. Now, for the spell cards, we're playing one Terraforming. Terraforming helps you search out your field spell, and we are playing 3 of that. We're playing 3 Floowandereeze Magnificent Map. This card is staple for the deck because it's a part of the reason why it's so powerful. Once per turn, you can reveal one level 1 Floowandereeze monster from your hand and banish one Floowandereeze card with a different name from your deck, and then you can immediately normal summon after. And when your opponent normal summons, guess what? You can normal summon. So it's not their turn, it's our turn. Moving on, we're playing 3 Advent of Adventure. Just another card to help your plays go through. Let's say you normal summon Robina and they target it with infinite impermanence. You can immediately chain Advent, banish the Robina, and then add another monster, and then your Robina will still go through. So just another card to help dodge interaction, or targeting interactions, I should say. Then we're playing one Unexplored Winds. Just another card to help break your opponent's boards because you can tribute summon that requires 2 tributes by sending one monster you control and one card your opponent controls to the grave instead of tributing. So this means, say you have a Robina on board. It says any card your opponent controls. So let's say you have a Robina on board. You have normal summoned Robina, and now you can tribute Robina and any card your opponent controls. So this includes like spells or traps or anything like that. So say your opponent has skill drain and that's really hurting your plays, you contribute the Robina and the skill drain in order to bring out M-Pen or Ryza or any of the big birds. So this card's also really good and it's a staple for the deck. Now, this is post-ban list, so unfortunately we can't play 3 Prosperity anymore, but you know we're still going to be playing one of them because this deck doesn't care about the extra deck that much, so getting rid of the extra deck is fine. It's practically free real estate. But 1 Prosperity because it did get limited, but to make up for that, we are going to be playing 2 Extravagance. Now, people say Extravagance is significantly worse, but I sort of disagree with that because, like, comparing to, like, revealing the top 6 or drawing the top 2, drawing the top 2 cards can still be really good. So, we are going to be playing 3 Pot of Duality because we hardly special summon unless we're desperate. We play 1 Swallow's Cowrie. This is practically acting as another Advent of Adventure just to help your plays go through. Then we're playing 2 Triple Tactics Thrust, and we have plenty of thrust targets. So we're playing 2 Dark Ruler No More, just because this deck doesn't necessarily care about OTKing. It more so cares about breaking a board if you're going second, and then controlling the rest of the deck while you gain the resources to OTK. So this will help with that, and then you can, say, use Unexplored Winds to tribute more of their stuff, and they can't do anything about it because Dark Ruler. Then we're playing 1 Lightning Storm, just to help, like, bait out any sort of negation or just get rid of any pesky back row that your opponent has, and then 1 Raigeki for the same reason, just to, like, bait out a negate or get rid of any monsters that your opponent has. So that's it for the spell cards. Now we're going to go to the trap cards, and we don't play too many, but we do play the 1 staple Dreaming Town and the other staple Featherstorm. This card lets you play on your opponent's turn, and this card is broken and probably should have been on the ban list, but yeah. This is the equivalent of the Calamity Lock because it just turns off all your opponent's activated effects while you control a Wind-Winged Beast monster. So those are the spell or trap cards. So for the extra deck, doing it a little bit different here. We're playing the Ultimate Slayer package in the side deck. So we have 1 Garura for just getting an additional draw for that. We have 1 Natis just for popping stuff. 1 Bucephalus, again, getting rid of a Link monster and getting that free draw off of Garura by sending it off of Bucephalus. 1 Wind Pegasus for Synchro, and 1 Aggregator for Xyz. So now on to the actual cards that we might use. Keyword might, because this deck hardly relies on the extra deck. It's usually all main deck. But we are playing 1 Anima to try to steal your opponent's monsters and bait out a negate. 1 Almirage, just in case your hand isn't perfect and you need to, like, live for a turn. We're playing 1 Fucho for the same reason. And also to go into the Zeus package, but we also, in order to build up to Zeus, we have 1 Laralusk Recital Starling. And this is also good because it can add a level 1 Winged Beast. So you can add a Floowandereeze off of this. 1 Nightingale, 1 Downerd, 1 Zeus. So whole Zeus package. 1 Typhon, just because Typhon's a good card. And then you're not always going to get to do this, but I do play 1 Rail Cannon Gustav Max and 1 Juggernaut, just because you can make this off of 2 M-Pens, and it's just a hilarious way to end the game. So that's the extra deck. We're going to go on to the side deck. Now the side deck I have sort of built around going second. So with that in mind, well, most of it going second, not all of it, but with that in mind, we are playing 3 Book of Moon. Now, this is another card to help you with your plays. This is more so a going first card because let's say they target a Robina with, say, Veiler or Imperm, and you can just Book of Moon it, and it'll go through. So this is just to help more of your plays go through. We are playing Shifter, but why not make it worse and play 2D Fissure? Just if your opponent's having trouble dealing with Shifter, then make it worse and play Fissure. So there's that. Like I did mention, we are playing Ultimate Slayer. So if you have monsters that your opponent controls that can't be destroyed, then this is another way to deal with them because they'll just get spun back to the extra deck. We're playing the second Lightning Storm. We're playing 1 Feather Duster, just some more back row removal. And then for our more thrust targets, technically these are too, but more thrust targets, we're playing 1 Change of Heart, 1 Herald of the Abyss, 1 D-Barrier, and 2 Evenly. So most of these are just to like focus on getting rid of stuff, but yeah, majority of it is for going second because typically with Flu, you're going to do your normal summon chains, chain 1 Robina, chain 2 Eaglin. That's the standard chain that you're going to do. And so that is going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this lovely deck that everyone enjoys so much. Nobody can get enough of Flu. I know I can't, but if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and comment down below and subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.